Hey everyone, welcome to another Blogs with Boilon Friday. And just before we go to the blog, I do want to talk about a few things that have been changed since last night. So, as of I think it's 20 minutes ago, frankly, from recording this, that Ethereal Arms did get extended for an additional day. Now, as of recording this as well, I haven't seen or heard about any of the power core compensation. Maybe that'll happen later. Maybe it'll happen at 5 o'clock. Maybe it's already happened by the time you're watching this. Not too sure about that. But they have extended this by one day, which coincides with the ending of Hulk Hunter at 5 p.m. Tomorrow, Saturday. We do have the start of the Immortal Influence, the hand quick rumble for ability materials. There's some orange mats at the bottom. It's a fair bit. It's like 120 or 130, so something like that. So if you do have them start up, then go get on that. Otherwise, we do have Avengers Tower, of course, starting now. Yeah, it's there now. I'm not going to be doing it, of course, in this video, but it is available as of recording at 2 p.m. And there you are. So let's get to the blog. Yeah, I meant to say, let's boil it down, get to the blog, blah, 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 blah. I've been in a bit of a blah kind of mood lately, especially since having to do a late video last night on the power core issue. So I'm kind of a bit frazzled. Not frazzled, I just... not quite there. So, today's blog is titled A Shocking Future. No surprise, we have, Spider-Man 2099, who I did unlock. Thank you, Scopely, for that one. And this is going to be our October month-long event. So hopefully we'll get some more details on the events for the rest of the month, like they sometimes do. But last time they gave us on Twitter, they released an image of that, and I haven't seen that yet. So I don't know if they're going to give us more details or just the first week of events. So Future Shock is the name of the event. 4 main milestone events, 4 quick rumbles, 2 alliance milestones, which is going to be coordinated assault. 99% is probably going to be that. I guess what I'm curious about is, do the orbs for... probably not, but did the orbs for Spider-Man change at all compared to what it was for Abomination? And for the record, for anyone who might be wondering, that video is going to be going out this weekend, where I did pull all of my 31 Abomination orbs, and you'll get to see what the results were. Because and actually, you know what, after this, go check out my YouTube community channel and also Discord, because I'm going to be throwing out a poll to see where people landed with their Abomination shards, and we'll be covering that in a separate video next week, because I really want to get a better understanding of where people landed, especially those who did clear the majority or all of the event in order to get all the orbs, and just because there's such an RNG fiesta on these orbs, and which is what I don't like about it. It's just such a slot machine gambling problem for these orbs versus what we had before, which were guaranteed shards. So look out for that as well. Make progress in these 10 events, blah, 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 blah. We know the drill, right? You can prepare now by linking your game to your Scopely account in the options menu, which is your chance to... Is there something new? Keep an eye out for the daily milestone. Is that... Oh, that's just probably the continuation of the Hulk Hunter thing. You don't have to link your game to the Scopely account, by the way, to get that. You can use Facebook or other means. Event schedule. Okay, so here we go. Main milestone, Rogues Gallery. So we knew about this. I talked about this last Friday, actually, in fact. So Rogues Gallery is a blitzing with Young Avengers. It's a week-long blitz thing. And I think there might... We're probably going to find out more down below, but I do believe that it's going to be a campaign energy thing, sort of. Helicarrier Clash. This sounds like Alliance War. Through and through, just through the name. Night of the Spider and Midnight Haunt. I'm going to assume that Midnight Haunt is probably the costume event for Elsa Bloodstone, maybe. Night of the Spider could be Spider-Man Noir. That kind of sounds like that. So then it makes me wonder what's happening with Mr. Negative, and I really hope he's not actually the month-long event for November at the very end. That would just be kind of crap. But maybe we'll find out soon. Quick Rumbles, Marauders first, then Symbiotes, then Shadowland, then Supernatural. So mark your calendars down for those. If you don't have those characters up to about 5-star, that really helps you score additional points for these. So that might help for newer players, especially, and some mid-game players as well. Because those stars that you need for those characters contribute a significant amount of points to getting this cleared. And actually, on my baby account, this was the biggest problem for the month-long event, was that I just didn't have the star levels on these characters to get the additional points. I got about 440k or something out of 500k for Hulk Hunter, and I just, because all of that was Quick Rumble. But there you are, Coordinated Assault, of course it is. So October the 7th, that's the first one, and that's not going to be until next Friday. So and we'll see if it starts on time, because last time it didn't as well. But yeah, that's to look forward to. So you can save your ISO energy packs up until then, of course, because that's when you're going to want to spam them around that. We should get the details for the Rogues Gallery event. I'm going to actually look at this time, because I want to see, first of all, zoom out the point. It's screwed up because of my frame, of course. So there's the Light Bite Cloth, 35,000 points. Organic Webbing, 45,000. Death's Head Mask, which I found out is a character named Death's Head, is 60,000. And Day of the Dead costume, which is sort of there, but you can't see it, is 100,000. Okay, so is that different than last month? I don't know, or this month? I don't know. In terms of the scoring, it looks exactly the same. It's 500k. The locations of the orbs look pretty much the same. This is probably a regurgitation of the Abomination event, with different items on it, with the different origin items on it. That's probably about it. So I'm not going to really go much over that there. There you are. If you want to look at it, it looks to be about the same. Okay. And the leaderboard, of course, we know that. Same old crap for the leaderboard. Nothing new there. It's related to Hulk Hunter. The same thing they have with Hulk Hunter as well. Rogues Gallery. So this is what I was talking about. You can see Young Avengers and 8. I think they're reward. Oh, there you go. You get a free 5 red Squirrel Girl probably as a reward here for this one. Looks like there's teal ballistic weave, which will be good if you don't have Rogue up at gear tier 16, or even saving them towards gear tier 17 Rogue as well. We'll see what's in that one. So starting on October the 3rd. So that's going to be Monday. So I'll be putting out looks like my Abomination video will probably go tomorrow. I'll get the Rogues Gallery math video out for Sunday, and then this is going to start on Monday, of course. So I like to get my event videos out a day before the event starts, so that way people know what to expect and how to go into it. So that's going to be starting there. It looks like all of the events then are going to be starting on Monday now. 7-day milestone. So this is related to the Horseman Harvest Orb from Select Campaign Nodes. Now, I don't know what this means. Select campaign nodes. Are they going to tell us more? And the Blight Barrage Web Milestone. This is the 7-day Blitz milestone with Young Avengers. And then open them to earn roster changing reward. Better be, right? Let's see what's inside of it. Rogues Gallery to earn these items. So this was in the data mines. I did talk about this last Friday as well. But let's expand. So this is going to be the actual Rogues Gallery milestone. There's going to be 2, I think. And this is earning 1... At the very bottom, sorry, it's cut off again. Earn 1 Horseman Harvest Orb Fragment. You get 1 point for that, and it's a 7-day thing. So let's zoom in a little bit. You get some Spider Splice Genes. This is the currency crap for the month-long event. And then the cloth is down here at 42,500. So we need 42,500 Harvest Orb Fragments. That's basically all we know so far, really. And there's a 5 red Squirrel Girl at 39,000 points over here. And there's some, what I would assume, is whale milestones down below here. You can see augmented ballistic weave, 5 of them, and another 5 of them down here. So maybe we won't actually get them free to play, and they might just entirely be whale milestones, but we'll have to find out when we look at a little bit more of this stuff. The Blight Barrage web milestone. So this is the 7-day blitz. I actually prefer it this way. I prefer it this way than the 3 2-day milestones that we were previously getting, because this way I can just spam up front a lot, and if I want to get it done early, I mean, hopefully I can get it done early, then I can have a few days off without having to deal with Blitz. And so that's actually more ideal for me personally, and for some others who maybe, you know, don't want to blitz on the weekend heavily. So maybe if I can, say, do a lot of it up front, steamroll that, and then move on for the rest of the week. Get bonus points, of course, for Young Avengers at Gear Tier 13, 15, and 16, at least in the data mines, to get Harvest Orb Fragments. I'm just going to skip the Horseman part. And so you can see there's a lot of numbers in there. So we're going to add that up, of course, for the event video. 20 points for a Blitz win, 40 with a Blitz win with the Young Avengers, 120 for Gear Tier 13, 220 for 15, and 420 for 16. Now, my only Gear Tier 16 Young Avengers is Squirrel Girl, so I'm going to calculate that up at a later point. But for 24,000 points, this seems very forgiving. This reminds me of Stark R&D. It's not the same, but Stark R&D was very forgiving if you had the Bionic Avengers geared up, and I think that this is what we're looking at again. I think that as long as you have the Young Avengers geared up, I think that the points looks reasonable, because just off the top of my head, you know, I have a lot of Gear Tier 15 Young Avengers, and I'm probably going to get a good deal of points, like almost like 1,000 points per win, at least. And that's out of 24,000? Something's fishy here. Is this right? Is this math right? Because just even in my head, like, I could do this in like 3 days with just Young Avengers. And so I'm wondering if this is actually the right points or not. You never know, right? Because sorry, I forgot to put it on here, guys. Everything in this blog post, of course, is subject to change. So how do we know if this is right or not? We just have to trust that we have to put our faith in Scopely that it is. But, you know, this is, unless it changes later, this is what I'll be doing the math on, and if it changes, I'll do an update video like I normally do. And that's really what it comes down to. So I'll have to calculate this. They haven't said anything about the select campaign nodes for this one. And that's a bit concerning, because when I add up all of this Horseman Orb Fragments, I'm assuming it does not equal... Maybe it does. I mean, I don't know. Also, sorry for the light stuff. There's, I don't know, an excess light shining through the windows. Coordinated Assault. So we know this. I'm not going over this. Unless the bar has been raised, I don't know if it has T2 level 1, T2 level 4 ions. This looks the same as last month, so I don't think it's changed. Let me know if it has. And then, of course, Quick Rumble Marauders. Elite Store updates. Okay, let's talk about character availability. Now, if you guys noticed that there was actually going to be... Viv was put into the Red Store, and Deathlock was put into the Orbs. They didn't mention that last Friday on the blog post, but that's what happened yesterday. If you're looking for Red Stars to help power up your Bionic Avengers, the Elite Store... What? Hulkbuster, Brawn, and Abomination entering the Elite Store on October the 4th. 3 at the same time? Holy crap. That is quite something. Like, so something that I'm actually gonna make sure I put that down now. And some of you guys might have checked out my farmability video from the other day, and wow, okay, so this is Red Stars. So 4th of October 2022, and I can just copy and paste this for, oh my god. We're done the entire patch. That's unreal already. They're really jumping that up ahead. Crazy, I did not expect that. Okay, character availability. Who is it? It's Morbius! It's Morbius in the Blitz Orb. Okay, congratulations everyone who voted in the polls. You were right. It was Morbius. Second up was Madeline Pryor. But nope, we did get Morbius. I'm not super mad about this because it is what it is at this stage. And, you know, he was next up, really, realistically. Also, starting on October the 5th, you'll find Viv... This already... Oh, wait, no, it didn't already happen. That was Deathlock. Okay, so Viv is going to be in the orbs, the regular orbs, of course, starting next week as well. So that's cool. On October 6th, okay, they started adding costumes into the character availability now. So if you want Black Widow's costume, you can buy her for 40,000 costume credits Thursday, not Wednesday. Web access code for Android. Now this was something about, oh fuck, really? The web access code option in the menu on Android devices will be deactivated. They're gonna force you into making a fucking Scopely account. Really? They're removing, because they removed the access code from iOS, I'm almost certain, and they forced you to use Facebook or whatever. So I don't know if Facebook is still going to be an option, or if they're really, really trying to push you to create a Scopely account, which, by the way, is what was behind the whole Power Core debacle, the 5,000 Power Cores. That was supposed to be an offer intended for you to make a Scopely account and link it. You know, because data's worth a ton of money these days. If you already have linked it to blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's funny, right? Are there going to be... Maybe we should double check before we end the blog post about whether or not the core... I wouldn't know, actually, because I already got the core offer. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below whether or not it did come after 2 o'clock or not. Weekly events, payday, that's now. Isn't it like today? Not tomorrow? I'm pretty sure this is now. Or will be. Yeah. They can't even get their own dates right. Gamma Raid coming back, Jubilee on Monday, I think that's Monday, and Quick Rumble Marauders. Okay, alright guys and everyone, and remember, everything you've seen here is subject to change because Scruply doesn't know what they're doing most of the time. The biggest concern that I have is actually the points on the Blight Barrage web milestone. It seems a bit low. Maybe not. Maybe it's really encouraging you to have Young Avengers geared up, and therefore it's just a bonus for someone like me who does, and screws everyone else. The 20 points on the Blitzwin is kind of low, actually, so it really does encourage you to have to use Young Avengers, but again, I'll have that math out a bit later on Sunday as well. And we'll see if anything changes between now and then, of course, and I'll do some updates. And good luck on Avengers Tower. I'll be running through my rotation just after I finish this up. And, of course, everyone, enjoy your weekend. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. And I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.